Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Honorable Secretary for Defense, Honorable Speaker of the Senate, Cabinet Secretaries present, Principal Secretaries present, Vice Chief of Defense Forces, Service Commanders, General Officers, serving and retired, and I wish to recognize the Chief of Defense Forces retired who are here with us today. I recognize the immediate Chief of Defense Forces, General Kiboshi. Next, I recognize General Mwadede, and I recognize General Karangi. Very soon, when I'm gone out of this office, somebody will recognize me when I'm seated there. Senior officers, fellow officers, Defense Forces Charge Majors, my fellow soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, before I get into the essence of today's gathering, allow me to express my deepest gratitude to you for gracing this occasion. Your presence here today, Your Excellency, is not merely symbolic, but serves as a testament to your unwavering commitment and support to the Kenya Defense Forces. It inspires and reassures every individual in uniform, reminding us of the sacred trust our nation has bestowed upon us. Thank you, Your Excellency, for standing with us today and always. Your Excellency, today as we gather under the vast expanse of our nation's sky, we are bound by a profound sense of gratitude and remembrance. We come together not merely as individuals, but as a united front to reflect upon and honor the unparalleled acts of valor and gallantry displayed by our defense forces, heroes and heroines. Each year, this day serves as a testament to the indomitable spirit of our soldiers, airmen, and sailors. Our observance of KDF Day is not a recent tradition. It holds a deep-rooted significance in our national memory. The seeds of this commemoration was sown back in the year October 2011, when our soldiers bravely launched Operation Linda Inchi. In the face of daunting challenges, they stood tall, their resolve unwavering, recognizing the importance of their sacrifice and to engrave the monumental operation into the annals of our history. KDF Day was established and has been observed annually since October 2012. It serves as a reminder of the fortitude and commitment of our defense forces and their relentless pursuit of peace and security for our beloved nation. In the face of adversity, a nation's true strength emerges not from its weaponry or strategic prowess, but from its unity and shared sense of purpose. A little over a year ago, that unity was tested, and we grappled with a looming shadow stretching its arms towards our motherland, the Al-Shabaab. Their intentions, brazen and malicious, threatened the fabric of our national security. But as they say, challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Understanding the gravity of this threat, the three pillars of our defense forces, that is the Army, Air Force, and Navy, converged, each bringing its unique strengths, but all united by a single mission. This seamless synergy was emblematic of our guiding dictum, one force, one mission. The objective was clear: to neutralize Al-Shabaab threat and secure our homeland security. Yet, wars are never simple, and neither was this one. The journey was difficult and fraught with challenges. Our meticulous planning was met with unpredictability. Our determination with resistance, but in every challenge, we found opportunity, in every setback, a lesson, and in every victory, renewed hope. Yet, it is essential to remember that these victories often come at a cost. Like in all wars, there were heroes who faced the dusk so that the nation could see another dawn. Their sacrifices are engraved not just on memorials, but in our hearts and the accounts of our nation's history. These brave souls, our fallen heroes, made the ultimate sacrifice, embodying the essence of service before self. Today, as we stand in reflection and gratitude, we honor them, our guiding stars in the vast skies, reminding us of our purpose and cost of freedom. Every corner of the world resonates with stories of heroism, tales of bravery, and sagas of sacrifice. At the heart of these narratives lies the military service, a call that beckons individuals not just to be soldiers in uniform, but to be guardians of a nation's dreams and aspirations. Responding to this call is not a mere act of enlisting, but an embodiment of ideals that few can truly comprehend. It is a commitment to sacrifice, a promise of self-denial, and an unwavering display of patriotism. The very essence of military service is bound in the promise to stand as the bulwark against tempest that threatens our homeland, come what may. Kenya, with its vibrant history and dynamic future, has been nurtured by its sons and daughters who have understood this call and have chosen to stand between their peaceful homeland and the perils that lay beyond their borders. Our mission as the Kenya Defense Forces is unequivocally clear. We stand as the guardians of our nation's sovereignty and the territorial integrity, ensuring that every inch of our sacred land remains untouched, unharmed, and unyielding to threats. As we navigate this complex tapestry of global geopolitics and an ever-evolving security landscape, our commitment remains unshaken. We evolve, we adapt, but our core objective remains unchanged. Our eyes and ears are forever scanning the horizons, ensuring that our strategies and capabilities are not just responsive, but proactive to any challenges to our national sovereignty. For in the end, our nation's boundaries are not just lines on a map, but a testament of our history, our culture, and our shared destiny. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in an era where fog of war grows ever more complex, and the theater of conflict becomes increasingly intricate, the bedrock of our esteemed military service remains its commitment to professionalism and ethical conduct. The Kenya Defense Forces, in its pursuit for national security and peace, holds these principles in the highest regard. Our training does not merely prepare us for battle, but instills in us a code that upholds the sanctity of life, the respect of adversaries, and responsibility to protect the innocent. Every operation we embark on, every mission we undertake is executed with laser-focused precision to minimize the touch points of conflict and prevent undue civilian casualties. For in our books, victory isn't merely overpowering an adversary, but doing it with honor and integrity. But in underlying this professional and ethical commitment is a foundation of underlying dedication. Dedication to our motherland, dedication to the ideals we stand for, and dedication to the sacred trust placed upon us by the people of Kenya. Our resolve, particularly when it comes to matters of national security and territorial sanctity, is unwavering. In the face of challenges, be they threats or covert machinations, KDF stands firm, resolute pillar against the winds of adversity. Our dedication stems not from obligation, but from a deep-seated love of our land and its people. It's a promise and an oath taken by every member of the armed forces that we will remain steadfast, guarding the frontiers and ensuring that our nation's flag continues to flutter high, a symbol of our indomitable spirit of peace and national unity. Your Excellency, throughout the records of history, the successes of any institutions, particularly a defense force, are not achieved in isolation. It is in a collaborative spirit and unwavering support of leadership that propels an organization towards achieving its goals. Today, I stand before you not just as a representative of KDF, but as a testament to the immense support and trust we have received. To this, Your Excellencies, the dedicated members of our national government, our heartfelt gratitude knows no bounds. Your steadfast belief in our capabilities, our continued support, and your commitment to our shared vision have been the driving force behind every maneuver, strategy, and victory. With your side, we've scaled heights and surmounted challenges that once seemed unsurmountable. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I draw my reflections to a close today, it is essential to crystallize the ethos that bind every member of the Kenya Defense Forces, from the greenest recruit to the highest ranking officer. There is shared heartbeat, shared rhythm that resonates with the crescendo of one force, one mission. In a world full of complexities, where challenges evolve every day, our commitment remains steadfast and singular. Kenya Defense Forces, bound by duty, honor, and love for our motherland, will continue to stand as an unbroken fortress. United in diversity, dedicated in our purpose, we pledge to continue our valiant watch, ensuring the sovereignty and sanctity of our beloved republic and preserved for generations to come. With those many remarks, before I invite Your Excellency, I want to make an apology, Your Excellency. When I was going through the salutations, I discovered I did not recognize Her Excellency, the First Lady. I apologize, Your Excellency. With those few remarks, Your Excellency, before I invite you, I wish to make one small presentation on behalf of the officers and service members of the Kenya Defense Forces.
Your Excellency, sir, we present this pencil fine art drawing to you on the occasion of the 12th commemoration of KDF Day and on behalf of Kenya Defence Forces Fraternity under the theme One Force, One Mission, Enhancing National and Regional Security. This drawing is by Sergeant Joseph Ngugi Mwaura, who joined the military in November 2013 and is a fitter general at the Kenya Air Force Defence Forces Technical College here at Embakasi Garrison. Sergeant Ngugi has had a passion for pencil fine arts since his childhood.
With that, Your Excellency, it is now my honor and privilege on behalf of the officers and service members of the Kenya Defence Forces to invite you, Your Excellency, to speak to your officers and servicemen. Your Excellency, the President.
Thank you very much, General, and please let's take our seats. The Speaker of Senate, a Cabinet Secretary responsible for Defense, and Principal Secretaries, Chief of Defense Forces, General Officers serving and retired, distinguished guests, valiant members of the Kenya Defense Forces, family, and friends. I stand here with a tremendous sense of gratitude and admiration, as well as pride and joy for the brilliant achievements, the fine example, and immense promise that our defense forces have provided and continue to demonstrate to our nation, our region, and globally ever since Kenya became a republic. In a world that has entered a sustained period of unprecedented complexity and dynamism, with rapidly mutating threats and challenges, as well as complicated and demanding opportunities, our defense forces have played their part of establishing, maintaining, and enhancing security and stability, which are the foundation on which progress rests with excellence. The performance of our economic engine in our nation reflects the confidence of investors, entrepreneurs, and workers in the sustainability of our national security and stability. Capital, both financial and human, thrive under stable and secure environments. Unstable and insecure places are poor and underdeveloped, while secure and stable ones are prosperous and advanced. It is for this reason that we understand and appreciate the position of our Kenya Defense Forces as the foundational institution of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. By executing your primary constitutional mandate of defending and protecting the sovereignty and territorial integrity of our republic, as well as your responsibility to complement disaster and emergency response and the duty to restore peace in any part of our country experiencing unrest, the Kenya Defense Forces are the dependable guardians of our freedom, our security, and our prosperity, for which, as a nation, we are eternally grateful. It is therefore quite encouraging that in performing your roles, the Kenya Defense Forces exemplify the best Kenyan values and principles, while at the same time defending them in the best way possible. In every operation throughout the country, our officers have inspired Kenyans of many generations with their professionalism, integrity, courage, honor, and providing a much-cherished model for many generations of Kenyans with their value-based and purpose-driven perspectives. In so doing, our defense forces have accomplished much more than defense and security. They have crafted a fine legacy that transcends success and defines true patriotism, unity, perseverance, resilience, and most importantly, discipline. This legacy has been written in our hearts and minds, and it is our duty and privilege to use every opportunity to express our individual and collective gratitude as citizens of Kenya to you, our men and women in uniform, and very specifically, our Kenyan Defense Forces. On behalf of the people and government of Kenya, I stand here to thank you for your many noble sacrifices, silent labors of love, quiet heroism, and unseen effort on all our behalf. We know that many a times it is never easy, yet you nevertheless go forth bravely and get the job done one way or another. Somehow you get it done. Standing on the secure foundation of numerous and magnificent achievements by past generations of brave and noble soldiers, we confidently survey a future that presents myriad threats and challenges that are not only different and more complex than any other we have ever encountered, they also mutate at overwhelming rates. Our confidence is not because yesterday's threats and challenges were simpler or easier. Rather, we are confident because our standards are high and we have been prepared for complexity and difficulty as a matter of principle and are now more prepared than ever before. We witness this as you engage one assignment after another with greater success and professionalism that we have seen and we have experienced. This standard applies consistently across our entire spectrum of services. That is why we are one force, one mission. Kenya is a vibrant, peace-setting nation with an enterprising people whose pioneering spirit frequently takes them across our borders in pursuit of opportunities. We are good neighbors in our region and committed members of the international community. Just as we are committed to regional, Pan-African, and global economic integration, we are also invested in regional, continental, and international peace and security. The realities of the contemporary international environment compel us to take a deep interest in the dynamics of globalization. Consequently, we are increasingly able to see above and beyond our borders with clarity because our many shared interests facilitate alignment of perspectives and define strategic complementarities with those whom we share a common destiny. Our neighborhood's security and stability and development is our security and prosperity. Our continent's peace and growth is our safety and progress. Working together, therefore, is strategic common sense at all levels. Solidarity, goodwill, and good neighborliness are components of the best security strategy. This understanding drives our spirit of peacemaking, peace-building, and peacekeeping, and the standards of performance which have earned our defense forces respect locally and abroad. Our involvement in peace initiatives beyond our borders has not only made Kenya a strong diplomatic peace and security brand, they have also enhanced both our capacity and profile while intensifying the momentum of our regional unity and integration efforts. Since attaining independence, Kenya has matured into a modern, thriving, competitive, and diverse economy, chiefly because it is a place of stability, peace, and security, which guarantee an environment for democracy and peace, innovation and enterprise, while attracting investments from both near and far. Our region is a formidable melting pot of opportunity, while our continent is the young green continent of the future. We have a duty to make our contribution to every effort to establish the necessary foundational conditions for industrial takeoff and economic transformation, the most critical of which is security. In that sense, the Kenya Defense Forces are guarantors of a prosperous future of opportunity, unity, and prosperity at home, in our neighborhood, and also abroad. It must continue to undertake and guarantee conflict resolution, knowledge sharing, capacity building, and other joint projects to enable all countries in our region and continent to march forward into an abundant tomorrow with confidence and strength. The achievements we are celebrating today have by no means been achieved with ease. This commanding advantage, or this commanding vantage from which we project the inspiring prospects of an abundant future, was reached through honest labor, difficult progress, and patient struggle. The path to the present moment is paved with heroic sacrifices of the most selfless order. Let us all, therefore, remember those who have fallen in the line of duty and honor the ultimate sacrifice they have made in the cause of humanity, solidarity, national sovereignty, peace, and security. We must, and let me say again, we must never take it for granted. I convey our nation's deepest gratitude to all our men and women in uniform for your service, which you have rendered and continue to perform with valor and integrity. I also convey appreciation to your families. I am told they are soldiers in silence, whose support in many different ways has encouraged, strengthened, and inspired you to do your best every day and in every moment that is required of you. Their silent strength is a powerful contribution to our national security, which must never be underestimated. I am speaking about your wives, I'm speaking about your children, and I'm speaking about your families. They form a big army behind you to enable you make the sacrifices and the commitments that you do for the security of our nation. I thank the Almighty God, to whom we submit our struggle and endeavor, for the honor of leading our defense forces and our commanders, and for the privilege of being a citizen of Kenya, enjoying the fruit of their service and sacrifice, which provides us with the opportunity to unlock opportunity for all of us. We shall complement the security assured by your effort with shared prosperity arising from the economy in every endeavor that you engage in. Let me just say two things as a sign of appreciation to our Kenya Defense Forces and our security agencies in general. As we execute our housing program, we have made a deliberate decision that KDF is going to be an automatic beneficiary of our housing plan. Last week, we concluded procurement in 3 different barracks to build 9,000 units for units of houses for our Kenya Defense Forces. We have also concluded the procurement process to give our Kenya Defense Forces construction equipment that will support their engineering department to do more roads, more bridges, more schools, more hospitals, especially in the difficult areas of our republic. And in the horizon, we have a comprehensive program to ensure that there is new equipment, better facilities, and better capabilities that will be made available by the people of Kenya using their taxes by way of appreciating what our Kenya Defense Forces are doing in defending our territorial integrity, in defending our nation, and in keeping enemies at bay. We will support you as you defend our country. Let us therefore stand together and stride into the future with the confidence that we reinforce each other to do the best and take Kenya forwards. I wish you all a happy KDF Day, a prosperous and great year that is coming to an end, and a great future in all your careers. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless our great country, Kenya. Asanteni sana.
Basi niombe Mheshimiwa Rais tuweze kuketi kwa ruhusa yako tunaposubiri gwaride ama sherehe za machweo ya jua. Senior Drum Major, iwapo uko tayari, tafadhali uwanja ni wako. Beating of the retreat by the KDF band. Mheshimiwa Rais, hii leo utaweza kutazama kwamba bendi hizi zinaongozwa na kinadada kuanzia kwa mkurugenzi wa muziki, mwelekezi mkuu na waelekezi watatu. Tangia bendi hizi ziweze kuanza, hazijaweza kuongozwa jinsi zitakavyokuwa zinatuletea sherehe za machweo ya jua siku ya leo. Hii ni historia ya kipekee. Mheshimiwa Rais, unavyotazama hivi sasa, mkurugenzi wa muziki Luteni Shalin Wamuyu akiweza kuchukua nafasi yake hivi sasa, tayari kutekeleza majukumu yake siku ya leo. Mheshimiwa Rais, niombe kwa heshima tuweze kusimama kwa ajili ya wimbo wa Injili, wimbo wa kushusha bendera, wimbo wetu wa taifa na wimbo wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Naam, hivi sasa mwelekezi mkuu wa bendi hizi, afisa mteule daraja la kwanza Mary Ekiru, akija kumwomba kwa heshima Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya idhini ya kuondoa bendi hizi uwanjani. Asanteni, kwa heshima tunaweza kuketi tafadhali. Mkurugenzi wa muziki jeshi letu la nchi kavu, Luteni Shalin Wamuyu, akiondoka hivi sasa baada ya kutekeleza wajibu wake mchana wa leo. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais. Niombe wengine tuketi tafadhali, Mheshimiwa Rais anapoondoka, na mwenzangu aweze kutuletea itifaki ya kufumukana mahali hapa.
Naam, asante sana. Mheshimiwa Rais anapoondoka sasa, ratiba yetu ni kwamba anaenda kwenye upanzi wa miti na punde tu Kapopata